Hello, my beautiful beings. Welcome to the F week. We are crossing the sixth milestone in our journey around the world in 26 weeks. And today I have something very beautiful to share with you. Stay on with me. I shall start with a story. This story is about a cobbler who used to stay and work in a very small town. The cobbler did a very small job, but he was great. Everyone knew him, liked him. Everyone was fond of him. The cobbler will go out of the way to help people, anybody in distress in the town, as if they were his family member. He will gather resources, jump on, and help these people. So everyone loved him, liked him. In another corner of the town lived a very rich man. And this man was not a good man at all. He was arrogant. He would insult anyone who would come for help and would help no one. So this man was hated and nobody liked him. One day, everyone saw that the cobbler was very sad and he was crying. He said, "Someone very beautiful in this town has died." Everybody asked who, and the cobbler mentioned of that man who was hated by everyone. Everyone was very surprised. They said, "We know this man has died, but we don't care because he was a bad man. He was not a good man. In fact, we are happy that this man is gone." Cobbler says, "What are you talking, you guys? You don't know. Did you ever think how can I get so much to help all of you? I do a very small job." The person whom you hated, do you know who he was? He is the person who used to come every night to give me alms, to give me means, and he used to give me a list of all the people who were in distress. And he told me never to mention him. But he would come every day and empower this cobbler to help everyone. He doesn't want to be known as a good fellow, but he loved everyone in the town and would do his best to help them. People were shocked and surprised. And all of them went with the cobbler and completed the last rites for this great man who never proclaimed any name, any fame, any glory. Story ends here. How many of you have come across with people whom you did not like initially, but later on you found he was a great man? Today's story is something about it. Without any more delay, let me jump and share the screen. Welcome to small f to capital F. From elusive fear to awakened freedom. Mark these two words: illusion to awakening. These are some small requests, the 7 points which you would read, because this will help me and you to gather most from today's work. So here is our F week, small f fear. Meeting the real fear today. Let us recognize who is this ugly guy and what is he doing in our life. A transformation into capital F freedom, transcending all limits. Reminding you this circular journey, A to Z, and we have already covered A, attachment to alignment, B, belief to being, C, consumption to contribution, D, demand to deserve, E, education to empowerment, and today, fear to freedom. Today's research is from these 4 beautiful books. Each of them I have read many times. Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield, a wonderful story, life transforming. Then Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth, and The Course in Miracles. All great speakers, philosophers have read this book, and I've read it twice. And my favorite, An Autobiography of a Yogi. I've read this book many times in my mother tongue and in English. The two worlds and their good characteristics. There are two worlds. One world is a dream world, illusion, past and future and unconscious. People are characteristic aspects of this world. And it's a closed world. But there is another world, awakened, real. There is no past and future. There are only presence now. And people are awakened and conscious here. This is an open world. This world is closed, limited, and blocked. And this one is open, unlimited, and free. Recognize this, where I'm trying to reach. Which world is fear? Which world is freedom? This is an apparent world. The word apparent is very meaningful. It comes from appear. What appears is not real. So, this appears to be closed, limited, and blocked. But are they? Let's find out. But this is a real world. So it's a journey from the apparent to the real. The core distinction between these two worlds, fear world on the left and the freedom world on the right. The fear world deals with external aspects of life. Fear is born from dependence, conditions, comparisons, competitions, and approvals. These are the ruling factors of the fear world, because fear happens to be the core factor in this apparent reality. Look at your world. Look at us. We all are victims of fear, and the greatest of all fear is fear of death. And this is a limited world. We are never complete. We are always running to complete our life, as if something is missing. What is missing, my friend? We are ruled by ego, insecurity, and control. Let's imagine, what if we could enter into the world of freedom? The real and existential world, where we shall be internally anchored, we shall be conscious, we shall be filled with self-trust and awareness. And it's not limited, it is expansive. It flows with authenticity, joy, and natural growth, moment to moment. This is interesting. Many faces of fear. In fact, what you are seeing are the other name of fear. Insecurity, inhibition, doubts, ego, laziness, dependence, impatience, inconfidence, complexes, prejudices, superstitions, competitions, and of course anger. All these are born of fear. Thankfully, they're states of mind. They're not reality. And you can do something about it. And let's find out today what we can do. Let's see more about fear, the hidden realities of fear. Mark the word FEAR, future event appearing real. The fear appears to be real, but it's not real. Fear projects unreal events as if they're happening now. Mind you, my friend, presence is always fearless. You are sitting in a place, we have no fear. But moment we go to the future or past, we are victimized by fear. That's the order of lifestyle of illusions. Fear shapes our habits, choices, and the society in ways that keep us imprisoned all the time. And fear is a mind's construct. It's right inside here, not there in the world. There's no fear in the world. The fear is in the human mind. So if you are in a position to take charge of your mind, cleanse your mind, fear will be removed and miracle will start happening. Mirror of the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is built by past habits, and fear happens to be most unproductive habit that we build up. Are they really unproductive, or they are a messenger? Let's find out. Now entering into realities of freedom. Freedom is contrast to fear. Let's see what are the realities. Freedom is your hidden essence, not earned or acquired, only discovered. Hey, did you know that you do not have to work to get freedom? Because you have freedom. Freedom is our birthright, indeed. So we have to rediscover it. We don't have to earn it. Freedom is the awakening of your true consciousness. When we rise from subconscious or unconscious, we become conscious. Moment we become conscious, we are awakened. Freedom is unconditional love, the very essence of life. Yes, we will see love and freedom both are same. Freedom is rediscovering your natural uniqueness. Moment you are free, you are unique. Freedom is embracing nature and celebrating life. These are some realities of freedom. Life is an interplay of opposites. I've said this many times, and once again, reminding of Swami Vivekananda, expansion and contraction. Swami Vivekananda says, expansion is life, contraction is death. All love is expansion. All selfishness is contraction. Love, therefore, is the only law of life. Just feel the freedom. And my quote here is, love is a bird that flies in freedom. When you are free, you are full of love. And that love is the essence of our being. So thankfully, we don't have to earn freedom. We just got to be ourselves. Transcending our preoccupations to be like someone else. One of my most favorite quotes. This is a reality of life by Joseph Campbell. I love it. The cave you fear to enter has the treasures. So fear is not our enemy, my friend. It is here to lead you to the treasures. Those are due to you. Now, fear and freedom together. They're opposite sides of the same coin. Recognize them. Rise from the old preoccupations. Fear is the wake-up call to freedom. Recognize fear as a messenger, as a friend who has come to call you to liberty. Fear is a fleeting sight. Freedom is the lasting vision. We talk about vision in the world, but we are not free. As long as we are not free, we cannot see the real vision. So, I'm gearing up for one of my best programs in this life. The best so far has been you excel and energy. And there's something better that's coming is super vision. It's a freedom program. Lasting vision from fleeting sight. Sight is not a vision. Fear is the darkness through which the light of freedom shines out. When you embrace fear, it transforms gratefully to freedom. Wow. Fear hides joy of life's greatest adventures. This is a Chinese word. You know, the Chinese words are written through pictures, and those pictures are created from the meaning that words carry. This word Viji, the first signifies danger and the second signifies turning point. Viji means crisis. The Chinese describes crisis as danger plus opportunity. It's a reminder that every challenge holds two sides, the risk and possibilities. It's my favorite quote. Life is like a knife. Hold the blade and it bleeds. Hold the butt, you are empowered. Fear is the blade and freedom is the butt. It's how you see it, my friend. We always have the choice to be wiser. And life has both sides, fear and freedom. Recognize them. This frightening tall mountain, nobody dared to go to the summit. In 1953, they conquered the tallest mountain in the world. They conquered fear to lay the flag of freedom on the top. And this beautiful quote I always remind myself with. Mr. Mount Everest has a problem. It cannot go up beyond 29,208 feet. I can. Edmund Hillary. Are you willing to rise from fear to freedom? Here are a few points. Recognize every fear is freedom in disguise. Stop treating fear as your enemy. See it rather as a guide. Dare to look fear in the eye, and it will smile back as freedom. Gently ask, what have you come to teach me today? Befriend fear and feel your strength multiply. 2 worlds. One world is fear. Another world is freedom. But in fact, there is no 2 worlds. When you rise from fear, you become free, and then the 2 worlds become 1 world. Because you have risen from fear, and freedom is yours. That's why I love this quote. जब जाग उठे तब सवेरा, सवेरे का इंतजार न करें, खुद अंदर से जाग जाएं, सवेरा सदाबहार है. I will end with a beautiful gift. It's a lovely Indian brother of mine. I'm grateful to this man for being able to share a beautiful recitation of it.
Friends, in the passage that I'm about to share with you, the famous Lebanese poet Khalil Gibran shares some profound wisdom on overcoming your fears by letting go of your ego and duality and by merging and becoming one with the Supreme Consciousness. He wrote, "It is said that before entering the sea, it is said that before entering the sea, a river trembles with fear. She looks back at the path she has traveled, from the peaks of the mountains, the long winding road crossing forests and villages. And in front of her, she sees an ocean so vast that to enter there seems nothing more than to disappear forever. But there is no other way. But there is no other way. The river cannot go back. Nobody can go back. To go back is impossible in existence. The river needs to take the risk of entering the ocean, because only then will the fear disappear. Because only then will the fear disappear, because that's where the river will know. It's not about disappearing into the ocean, but of becoming the ocean. I think this is worth repeating because that's where the river will know. It's not about disappearing into the ocean, but of becoming the ocean. Khalil Gibran. Friends, don't be scared when death knocks at your door, because what seems like the end of a journey is an act of merging back with the Supreme Source from where we all originated. And no one can escape that. No one can go back. So don't be scared and don't be too attached to your worldly accomplishments and possessions. And you don't even have to wait for death to achieve this state of oneness and detachment. You can practice what Dr. Wayne Dyer often referred to as dying while you're still alive. Dying while you're still alive. Practicing detachment and merging your identity and your ego with the Supreme Source. And then, as it's written in the Bhagavad Gita, everything will be yours and you will belong to everyone. Everything will be yours and you will belong to everyone. I leave you with this profound thought from the Indian Hindu saint and religious leader Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, who wrote, "Spirituality automatically leads to humility. Spirituality automatically leads to humility. When a flower develops into a fruit, the petals drop off on their own. And when one becomes spiritual, the ego vanishes gradually on its own. A tree laden with fruit always bends low. Humility is a sign of greatness. Humility is a sign of greatness. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa. Don't forget, friends, when entering the ocean, upon entering the ocean, the river is not losing its identity. It's rejoining its source, and it's now transforming into the mighty ocean. Thank you for watching.
And thanks, everyone. See you next week.